Hi, dear students. Welcome back to another session of Human Resource Management. This is Dr.PRASANNA.T from Government First Aid Women's College, Shumaga. Today we reached the session of 46, where we are going to discuss the topic benefits of training. Dear students, in the previous session we discussed many issues relating to the training program, that why we need training, and then what type of quality approach and then quantity approach that we are following while doing training, and also the many methods and then types of training that we discussed in the previous sessions. But moving on to the one of the fundamental issue, that where and then why training and then these types of capacity building programs is necessary to the employees. If we are going to consider the fact and file, it is true that if the training and then development is necessary, it is because of the development of an organization. So with this, let me start this session of 46, that on the topic benefits of training. Let's move on to my presentation slide, where the benefits of training will carries the introductory part. In reality, the benefits of training and development in an organization are which is going to be a tremendous concept while we are discussing the training in theory and also the practical as well. As an employee, training and development provides you with the opportunity to progress through the ranks. From an employer's perspective, training and development is all about building the strongest and most capable workforce for the benefit of the entire organization. It is true that not only in organization but also those branches, those departments are working in somehow in public sector, or it may be considering the private sector. Almost all the departments or almost all the branches are going to conduct the training, because training in turn which will benefit to the development of an organization, which is ongoing as well. Here the training and development provides which will an opportunity to get progress, and then he is also get a little bit of the ranks as well compared to the other employee. Employer's perspective, when we are going to concern the training and development, is most important, because to make balance between employee and then employer, there should be a strongest building capacity is most of all, which will consider the capable of this workforce, which is under through the benefits which are entirely, or which are the atmosphere, or may focus on the phenomena of the organization. The problem being that employers and an employee alike often leave is to someone else to take the initiative and make it happen. See, this is where that we are going to discuss furthermore of that why the training is necessary, and also what type of benefits that we are going to get from the training. See here, the benefits of training is one, that it may reduce the problems where the employer and then employee are facing in an organization. In the purview or in the view and in the important that what I mentioned, there are many issues. Before that, let me further moving on the introductory part of the benefit of training. To view an investment in employee training as an unnecessary expense is to completely miss the mark. Irrespective of the cost, you are actually making an investment in the long run prosperity of your entire business. Whether you have a stiff force of 500 or just 5 employees, the importance of ongoing training and development cannot be overstated. See, here the thing is that if the 5 employees needs the training, and then remaining the 500 people's our workforce is there, our staff force is there in your organization, I don't mean that there is only 5 people will need the training, and then the remaining other 500 people won't need training. This is what the long term prosperity that we are making, that the irrespective of the cost, that actually what we are making in the investment, it is true in the entire business, that where we are going to take training, out of that training, that what type of benefit we are going to take it, particularly either maybe that number is decrease or increase, the benefit of training is very much important. And then here the employee must ensure that taking that training, there is an always the investment part, and then unnecessary expenses is completely missed out from that mark. This is what the importance of ongoing training and then development cannot be overstated, particularly when we are going to consider the fact of the benefits of training. Now more and more, and then there are it is not only considering the more than ever, gaining access to quality online training programs at affordable prices has never been easier. By making employee training and then development a priority for your organization, you stand to reap the rewards sooner than you might think. So, why training is necessary for the employee who is working in both, either it may be in the private sector or it may be in the public sector. Training is necessary. It is because of to build his capacity, build his capability, build his the performance where he want to work under that workforce, particularly in his work nature. So this is a radical changes should be necessary for the employee to get his a good performance in his workplace. So this is how the benefits of training will make what you call the benefit to the employee. The following representing the just 8 examples of the limitless benefits of training and development in any organization. So there are 8 benefits of what you call training and development are mentioned there point wise, but I am going to explain in detail what it is all about. The 8 benefits will give the one of the limitless benefits of training and development in any organization or in the any company. They are as follows. Number one is motivation. Number two is respond to industry changes. And then number three is improved retention rates. Number four is promote from within the organization. And then number five is outperforming the competition. Number six is job satisfaction. Number seven is quality and consistency. And then last but not least, it is attract new talent, while the one of the benefit of training are concerned. So moving on, the to elaborate these benefits one by one, what it is actually, we will check it out the in detail, that how it represent as a benefit of training and development. Let's see. Number one is motivation. You cannot expect even the most committed employees to remain motivated without demonstrating your commitment to their success. Every time you provide an employee with the opportunity to build new skills and knowledge, you make a direct contribution to their future. It's no secret that a motivated workforce is also a productive, efficient, and loyal workforce. The more you part in by the way of training and development, the more you can expect to get out as a result. See, if the new employee is going to get the training, definitely there could be a capability and then capacity as well as the development may appears in his attitude. At the same time, what will happen, the motivation is also considered one of the best benefit of training and then development. If these things is happen, the commitment of that employee would be increased, and also there should be a committed employees should be remain motivated. Then it is also is showing what do you call the good performance to get effectiveness in the organization, and also it will results to get a good production level may be increased. because it is an opportunity to give build new skills and then knowledge as far as the future of or the employee is concerned. And also here the motivation is always a replica of a direct contribution of their future. It's no secret that a motivated workforce is also there, because always a loyal workforce, efficient and then level of production will be considered. See, the way in which the training and then development will be considered, which will result in a positive manner, where we are going to expect a good motivation, which is the one of the best benefit of, which is also one of the limitless benefit of training and development, particularly in an organization. Moving on to the second one, benefit of training is respond to industry changes. It's also worth remembering that whatever sector you happen to be in, things are probably changing and evolving at their fastest ever, that we are going to pace the growth in the organization. If you want to your employees and your business to remain up to date with the latest industry's changes, you need to provide ongoing training and development opportunities. To allow your employees skills and knowledge to stagnate is to run the risk of quickly becoming unviable. See, this is also one of the best benefit of training and then development, where the organization is going to have respond to industry changes is very much important from that any employee as far as the production force are concerned. See, which is worth remembering, whatever the sector, either it may be the agricultural sector, or it may be the industry, or it may be the service sector, where things could be done in a positive manner. Probably there is a changing, evolving in the fastest ever pace, that we are going to consider the rapid growth of that development in that industries is happening. Then that employee must also give such amount of contribution by considering the fact of the benefit is there from that training. So training is in turn which will result a positive energy to the employee. So here the thing is, the if the industrial changes, particularly in their technology, if they are equipping in their plants or in their branch, there should be a provide ongoing training and then development opportunities, particularly to the employees, which will also allow the employees like skills and then knowledge, and also which will stagnate the run of the risk quickly becoming the unviable. This is what the second best benefit of training and development as far as in an organization is concerned. Moving on to the number three benefit of training and development is improved retention rates. Provide your employees with everything they need to achieve their full potential, and they will be reward you with their loyalty. But on this contrast, give them a impression they are hitting a dead end, and they won't hesitate to seek alternative employment. The training and development opportunities you provide could dramatically impact your employees' retention rates. See, this is what it could be improve the retention rate, particularly from that employee, not only from that employee but also from the employer side as well. If there is a improvement from the contribution of employee and then employee are there, then the level of rate is increasing, particularly comparing to the all the organizational factors and also the technical factors. It could lead the one of the best benefit of training, which will always hitting the impression, which will be the dead end of the employment, and also there could be a seek of alternative employment if that job is not satisfactory to employee. Training and development opportunities, if you are going to provide, it could be dramatically impact to your employees retention rates, where it could be the reaches the ultimate result of that benefit, which will be improve the retention rates, particularly in an organization. The fourth benefit of training is promote from within. It's always exponentially cheaper and easier to promote from within with where organization setup is established. Rather than searching high and low for external candidates with the skills and knowledge required, why not help your existing employees build the same skills and then knowledge? Putting by that question, there is a lot of promote from within as well, because knowing the fact of that we are getting this much of salary, and then knowing the fact of that we are getting this much of initiatives, there could be a best ideology or the best capacity could be there in the training and then development, particularly from that organization, not only organization but also employee as well. See, the question is why not help your existing employees build the same skills and then knowledge? So within which if you are going to get the seeing the external requirements of the manpower, it is not necessary to, because if you are going to recruit or select to the other employees, I think which is the most costlier than to get the recruitment. Rather than doing that process, better we are going to give much more training and then give more sufficient knowledge and then more sufficient skills to the existing employee. It may retain the what do you call the capacity and then capability of the employee, which will also leads the promote from within the employee, particularly where these types of training has been conducted in that organization. So this is the fourth benefit of training, where the promote from within are the consider in the organization. Dear students, let's move on to the another one of the best benefits of training is outperform the competition. This applies to both employees and then employer alike. As an employee, taking part in the training and development opportunities can help ensure you stand out from the crowd when pursuing higher level positions. For the employer, investing in talented and capable workforce provides the business with the every opportunity to the outperform in its competition. See, this is what the all the organization or all the employers are expecting, because if you are going to provide the training, the in turn the benefit is there is a competition outperform maybe get from that employee, because that employee is going to reach the capable workforce by providing the business, and also taking that business he may compete to the world market, not only to the world market but also to the local market as well. See, here the thing is the outperforming competitors are also doing their best in the developmental opportunities, which will ensure that there is a stand out of from the pursuing higher level position are to be considered one of the benefit of training are concerned. This is what the outperform the competition is one of the benefit of training. Let's move on to the sixth benefit of training is job satisfaction. Dear students, let's see what it is all about. Actually, let's check it out. The level of job satisfaction felt by any employee will directly affect their motivation, productivity, loyalty, and future outlook. Once again, you cannot expect employees to work to their full potential if they don't feel happy and satisfied in their work. As an employer, it's your job to provide your employee with every reasonable opportunity to enjoy their work and take pride in what they do. See, if the employee get through the recruitment and selection, particularly to according to his job or according to the employer, then the job satisfaction is not going to get by that employee. The employer must thought that according to the work scenario or workforce, the employer must provide such a training which will leads to the the commitment, and then to do the good mannerism, to do the good performance by having a little bit of job satisfaction as well in the working place. So this is how we feel to get in their workplace. So if that employer, it's your job to provide your employees with a very seasonal reasonable should be reached to the employee, because employer must always think in this regard, where employee will get that type of work which will be pride, and then which will get rewards from that employee to the from that employer, particularly to the employee. If employee will get awards and then rewards from the organization, then the job satisfaction is good, which will always leads to the one of the benefits of training. Dear students, let's move on to the seventh benefit of training is quality and consistency. Ongoing training can also be a great way of ensuring every member of the workforce is up to the same standard in terms of their skills, knowledge, and so on. Consistency is more important, as it's never particularly motivating for employees to see others excelling and progressing far more rapidly than themselves. All employees should provided with adequate training and development opportunities. Not only those with the highest aptitude, but also there could be a training which should be a proper, which will be carrying many content and then issues, which will ensure that quality and then consistency is there from that training program. See, the consistency, which is the important part, that which is we will consider by motivating the employee, not only to the employee but also on the simultaneous way, employer also get the motivation to see the other excelling or progressing by more rapidly for themselves, particularly in that jurisdiction or in that organization. So this is what the quality and then consistency is all about, particularly while we are going to consider one of the benefit of training and then development are concerned. Dear students, let's move on to the last benefit of training is attract new talent. This is one of the best benefit that we are going to get if we are going to provide training to the new candidates. If looking to attract the best possible talent to your business, you need to ensure you are offering the right incentives. Businesses that invest heavily in the success of their employee never fails to attract a new talent at the highest level. When quality candidates search for available positions, provisions of training programs tends to be a high priority. See, this is what the things could be there in the organization, particularly if the organization or human resource manager is going to recruit or select the new talent or the fresh candidates, or you may call it as what do you call the new outcome, then that employee or that candidate is going to get a proper training program in the organization. Definitely he could be attractive one, and then he will give more heavily the possible the best talent that in that business. It may result to the organization that as a result that he may that organization may compete in the world market, not only in the world market but also that organization must have that type of quality and in quantity by what they are not expecting that much of intensive, which will leads which will given by that new talent. So if you are going to ensure that there is a offering for the right incentives to the new talent, then there could be a high priority should be given to the new talent. Then the what do you call a great work or great things could be happening in the organization. So dear students, these are all the benefits of training that what I discussed in my first and then second slide. Let's check it out point by point wise, that there are 8 benefits of training are there. Once again I want to recall. Number one is motivation, respond to industry changes. Next one is improved in retention of rates, and then another one is promote from within, and then next one is that is fifth one is outperform on the competition, job satisfaction, quality and then consistency, and then last one is attract new talent. So, dear students, these are all the benefits of training. If any candidates or any employee is going to get training, and then definitely in turn he will get development and then growth as well, particularly regarding to the his own development and also the development of organization as well. So with this I will stop here, and then last slide obviously the it will, which will always includes the reference slide, where that I am going to took all these sources as a reference. So these are all the references. Dear students, please follow these references, which will give more details about the benefits of training. So with this students, I will stop session 46. I will come up with a new topic in the new session. With this, bye for now. Thank you very much, my dear students, for your patience listening.